Hi folks, I'm Mike from Minnesota. Welcome to my channel. I'm bringing you this video from northern Minnesota at the doorstep of the Chippewa National Forest on the Leech Lake Reservation, and it's God's country. This morning it was snowing out. Temperatures have dipped quite a bit, and it's now time to get into making more comfort food. And today I'm making a dish that is stuffed cabbage leaves made by several different ethnic groups, and I'm going to be showing you the Lebanese way to do this dish, and it is called Mishshi Malfouf. Anyway, so to get started, the ingredients I have going, and I'll obviously put this in the title in the drop-down menu. The hashwi I put together is 1 pound of hamburger. You can use ground lamb, and that would really taste good, but I used hamburger. 1 cup of, I use Uncle Ben's original rice and wash it real good. So 1 cup of washed Uncle Ben long grain original rice, 1 pound of hamburger, and you mix that together. I put in a teaspoon of cumin, hence the Lebanese part of this dish, and I put in 1 tablespoon of mint. You can use dried mint, but I was at the store today and I found fresh mint there, so I'm using fresh mint in my recipe today. I put a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper and a 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, and this makes up the filling for our cabbage rolls. And the Lebanese cabbage rolls are smaller. So I've had cabbage rolls that were really big, but these will come out smaller. So we got tomato sauce that's going in there. I don't have the mint out here, but I used fresh mint. And I had a learning experience today starting this out. I bought 1 huge cabbage head and started out with that, and found out that I don't get very many soft leaves out of a large head like that. So my wonderful wife ran into the store, Deer River, and it's only 5 miles away, and picked up a few small heads of cabbage. And this one, I've got 2 already cored and the leaves taken off and ready to be blanched to soften them. But I wanted to show you when they say core, and I think the small to medium ones are easier to work with. You core it out, and then the best way to do this would be to stick it in the hot water, blanch it a little bit, pull it out, take the leaves off, set them aside, and then when you're ready to start rolling the mishwi, the Mishshi Malfouf, you dip that in, soften it up, and bring it over. In my pot here, at the end of this, you get the harder leaves. They're just, you can't roll them. They're tough, and they go in. What I did with my pot today, something different, is I sprayed the bottom of it with Pam. I do that in my crock pot all the time, and it just cleans up really good. So I thought I'd try it with this recipe, because they always seem to burn on the bottom, and that's why you put the leaves on the bottom. So they burn, and but you don't want no burnt taste in there. So I lined the bottom after Pam, and I put actually a little water in there to start it out to get it going. And then what I'll do is I'm going to take the leaves, and I'm going to cut the vein out of them. Hence, if you cut that vein out, you're going to get a smaller cabbage roll. So cut the vein off, and then I'm going to put some hashwi in there, roll it up, and put it in the pot. So what we'll do is come back in a little bit, and I'll show you the process of what I'm going to do here in rolling, placing in the pot, And once I get a layer in there, I'm gonna put some tomato sauce and a couple cloves of garlic. So we'll be back in a minute. And we're back, and what I'm gonna do is try to roll some of these with the larger leaves that I got from the big cabbage, and then after that I'm gonna blanch and bring the smaller leaves over. So what we'll do is start out with some of the meat here. And you just gotta see how it goes if, yeah. Yeah, I don't like it. I think I got too much meat in there. So you gotta kind of test it to see how much meat is really gonna fit in there and get a tight pack. Yeah, I'd like to roll it over there at least like that. Yeah, that looks good to me. Come on over here and I'll show you how I line that. So I'm gonna layer these all through here. Then I'm gonna put a couple cloves of garlic in there, some tomato sauce, and then I'm gonna keep building this up to the top. After it gets built up, you can also add a little bit of water. After it gets built up, you put a plate on the top to keep it down, and you're supposed to bring it up to a boil and then simmer it for about an hour until these are soft. But I think I'm going to bring it up slowly, so maybe I won't get the scorching on the bottom. So we'll do another one of these. Now this, that doesn't look good. I cut out the vein. You can see it, I cut out the vein here to make it, now this probably should work out pretty good. Let's see. See, this bigger one is tougher, but it's rolling up pretty good. And we're gonna put that in there. Whoop. Yeah. We'll do one more, and what I'm going to do is maybe trim that vein off a little bit more. Looks like quite a bit of meat, but we'll see. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so I'll build this up in layers. We got, these are gonna be blanched and softened, and I'm gonna bring them over here. I'm gonna blanch them, put them in a bowl, bring them over, cut the vein out, and just keep doing this process. I'll show you what the end result looks like in a little bit. Well, we're back, folks. I finished up layering this, and I actually used 2 cans of tomato sauce. And if, once you bring the camera over here, what I did was I included water to bring it up so that when I put the dish on top, oh, I'm gonna have to actually get 2 small dishes to put on there. Submerge this, and then I'm gonna start it on my hot burner, get it up to temp, and then I'm gonna simmer it for an hour or longer. So, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna sign off now on this video, but what I may do is include a photograph of this plated afterwards, if it comes out. If it doesn't, I'm not gonna include it, but I gotta explain my t-shirt. I got this from my cousin, Tommy. He went to the Holy Family Maronite Catholic Church Fall Festival, and his daughter actually saw this shirt and said, you got to get that for Michael. And what it is Will Dubkey for Kibbe. And Dubkey is kind of the national dance of Lebanon. And It's just kind of a cool t-shirt. Kibbe, you will know what that is from a previous video I did of making kibbe. So there's two ways, raw kibbe and baked kibbe, but that's the shirt. So until next time, I'm coming up on my next videos. We're entering into hard water fishing, and I plan on doing one or two videos of ice fishing. I know I've got one resort up on Winnie that I'm going to spotlight this year, and then maybe I'll take another trip with the boys. I'm thinking I got some ideas. They should be fun. So until then, everybody make every day a great day, and God bless.